Through all the people you've interviewed, do you think it's possible you might have spoken to the person who murdered your aunt?
Oh, absolutely, girls, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She was 23 years old, a beauty queen and a nurse. She went for a walk to mail some letters, and that night, she was murdered. It's been 60 years since Alexandra Wiwcharuk was sexually assaulted and buried alive here on the riverbank in Saskatoon. And Saskatoon police still haven't charged anyone in the case. Her nieces hold on to happy memories of their Auntie Alex.
She turned on the music. And once she turned on that music, she had all of us dancing. And she'd teach us new, different dances. It was just so much fun.
But they also remember how Wiwcharuk's 1962 death hit their family like a bombshell. Lynn Graytrix, Patty Story, and Lorraine Phillips were children when it happened. They grew up tormented by the mystery, and 14 years ago decided it was time to find answers. Graytrix on the left is in Edmonton, while Story on the right is in Texas.
We knew something horrible had happened, and we wanted to know why. We wanted to know what happened, so we just kept on asking.
Wiwcharuk grew up north of Yorkton. She was the first in her family to get an education beyond high school. She was a beauty queen, and in 1961, Johnny Cash serenaded her at a concert in Saskatoon after she won a radio contest to be the girl in Saskatoon.
Going for to marry the girl in Saskatoon.
In 1962, Wiwcharuk was living in an apartment north of City Hospital. She left for a walk on the evening of May 18th to buy stamps and mail some letters. She was supposed to work a night shift at the hospital. She never made it. 13 days later, her body is found. A group of boys fishing in the river had spotted her body in a bluff of trees. She had been sexually assaulted. Her skull was fractured, her face beaten. An autopsy determined she was still alive when she was buried. The Saskatoon police began their investigation. Over 6 decades, it's involved more than 1,200 people, files containing thousands of documents, but no one has ever been charged. In 2008, Wiwcharuk's nieces went public with their intention to investigate the case themselves.
I know we're going to do it. Yeah. Right, girls?
Absolutely.
They've taken investigation courses, searched through dumpsters, interviewed people, and set up phone lines, websites, and social media pages to gather tips. The women relay information and theories to police, although they say too often they have to bring a new investigator up to speed.
We think that they are just sometimes pacifying us and saying, oh, we're really looking into it. And there's the big question mark. Are you?
Staff Sergeant Grant Obst oversees the Historic Case Unit. He says there's still an active investigation into Wiwcharuk's murder. A tip came in just last month.
And Alexandra's name gets mentioned in our office on a weekly basis. Nobody's forgotten her or the case. So we'll just keep plugging away.
That work includes staying up to date on investigative advancements, like using DNA and genealogy to find likely suspects. DNA in Wiwcharuk's case has so far just eliminated people of interest.
We still hope that at some point DNA may help us to find the perpetrator. I gotta say though, after 60 years, your hope starts to diminish a little bit.
Not the case for Wiwcharuk's nieces. They hold on to their hope.
Us girls have worked hard. We've worked very hard, but we do it because we love our Aunt Alexandra.
They're getting older too, all in their 60s and 70s. But they say they'll never stop trying to find out who is responsible for Auntie Alex's death. Courtney Markowicz, CBC News, Saskatoon.